Welcome back to Freedom Finance with Lanny, guys. Thank you again for joining in. We're going to make a quick Sunday night video because I crossed a certain threshold, guys. Yes, my goal here is to reach financial freedom overall personally via dividend growth investing. There's a certain ETF that I've also been investing in for a very long time. I'll let you guys in on that in case you're new to the channel here, guys. But I want to record all these experiences just so I can show you what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, how I'm getting there, because I want you to also get there, or you to feel confident that you can do it too. Because again, I'm just a guy from Northeast Ohio here, trying to make it to the promised land, aka financial freedom, guys. So grab that favorite beverage, your beer, your wine, your liquor, because you're going to need it after that Browns loss this Sunday, guys. But you can get your coffee because you are Italian this weekend. And let's check out me crossing $200,000 in a certain ETF that I own. Let's get it. All right, guys, let's rewind back the tape to about 51 months ago, 4 years, 3 months ago, July of 2020. Pandemic era, COVID, a lot of volatility, not sure what was happening currently or in the future, especially with the stock market. Didn't want to pick individual stocks as much as I should have during that time, but I still wanted to invest as much as possible. So my wife and I, we set out on a tear of Vanguard's high dividend yield ETF, VYM. Yes, you guys have heard me talk about this dividend growth ETF here on this channel almost not every single week, but I do bring it up from time to time throughout my videos, especially when we cross certain thresholds. So for years now, again, over 4 years, I've been saving. I've been selling items online, such as eBay and Mercari, again, doing any other side hustle, trying to bring in as much capital to keep my investing, pattern going. And it's hard, but guess what? It's possible, and I'm doing it. It helps to have a very high savings rate. Again, we bought our house. Gosh, I bought it in 2011. Even refinanced that rate below 3%. Small house. Bought the house for under 100 grand back in the day. So we have very low monthly house expenses, which allows me and my wife to invest as much as humanly possible. And part of that is buying VYM every single week. I've been buying for many years. It was 3 shares of VYM for me, 3 shares of VYM for my wife every single Monday. Then when I started investing on the SoFi platform, which sets up automatic dollar amounts for investing, again, link below, get yourself some free stocks. I love SoFi app. I use it actually a lot for my savings because it earns me currently, I think, at 4.5% APY. But now I do, $300 every single Monday. Plus I'll throw in $150 every Wednesday when I have the capital available. We still on my wife's account, because she's not on SoFi, she'll on Ally, she'll buy her 3 shares every single week. So we've been buying VYM every single week for 51 months, guys. I talked about me crossing the 1,500 share mark. That was huge. And I think I even made a video here on this channel of crossing $100,000 in value, guys. Well, just recently, as the stock market has been rising, especially post the Fed rate cut by 50 basis points, the stock market, is up, I believe, over 22%. VYM's up about 14 to 15%. I'll throw it up here on the screen. And if you guys don't know VYM, it's a dividend yield ETF. Yields above average. If you think S&P 500 is about that 1.35 to 1.6%. VYM yields anywhere from like 2.8 to 3.2%. Vanguard, S&P 500, the S&P 500 ETF, dividend growth rates usually between 7 and 9%. Vanguard's high dividend yield, the VYM, dividend growth rates usually between 6 and 8%. It looks like we're going to be right in the middle of that possibly here for 2024 for VYM. So VYM, been buying it, been owning it, loving it. Huge dividend I get every single quarter as well. Love that drip. And, just recently got the September drip as well, which, man, so many shares because I get about $1,400 currently a quarter in dividends. So trading at around 128, almost getting 10 shares from a drip, or getting over 10 shares from a drip is quite nice, right? I mean, love it. That's the beauty of investing as much as you can, as early as you can, because you start building this snowball, this massive compounding avalanche in dividend growth investing. I apologize if I'm talking fast because I want to hit you with a quick video here tonight. So we crossed the 1,500 share mark recently, a couple months back, but now we've officially crossed this week $200,000 in market value on VYM. Crossed a nice, big, significant threshold. I think 250 is probably the next big one. $250,000, I guess I could say here, coming up as the next big one. So we own over 1,590 shares, worth over $204,000 currently. And yes, this produces approximately $5,775 in annual passive income, aka dividend income, which is about $481 a month. Just coming in like clockwork. Again, they pay quarterly, so just under $1,450 per quarter. Okay, cool, I did it, right? 4+ years of blood, sweat, and tears to get there, but we're here. So what's next, right? Well, I'm closing in on about 30% exposure now in the individual stock portfolio of ETFs to individual stocks. If you caught the last video of me selling Warner Brothers Discovery and 3M, I allocated 50% of that, I guess, of the capital I got from the sale back into VYM, and then 50% into PACCAR, PCAR. So that helped increase that exposure. Now my goal is to get to 50%. So when you ask me what's next after crossing $200,000 into VYM, it's to keep going. I have to keep going with the ETF trifecta. I buy every single day Vanguard's VOO and Vanguard's VIG on the SoFi investing app. And again, VYM every single week, not every day, until I get to that 50% ETFs to 50% individual stocks. So again, I'm currently at 30%. And it takes some time to get there because I have dividends, reinvesting, and all of that. And plus I do buy individual stocks such as PACCAR when I find some value. Currently looking at Pepsi in case you guys are interested. If they get to the low 160s, Lanny's going to be right there. And, I've been thinking a lot about this. I've been tweeting or Xing or whatever we want to call it, putting messages out there on X. Really just try to invest as much as you can, as early as you can. And that's what I'm trying to do, because there's going to be a time when I might not be able to do this, right? There's going to be a time when I don't hit 35 sales on eBay and Mercari. There's going to be a time when I maybe not working full time, right, as the long-term goal. So I'm trying to do as much as I can now, because I have the hindsight of what I should have been or could have done at 20, at 22, at 25, at 28, at 30 even, thinking I was investing as much as I could, but I know I could have probably done more. I could have done more during the pandemic. You could have done more. There's always more without sacrificing life quality and experiences. So, I'm going to keep going, again, trying to do as much as I can in case I can't later. So, that's my goal. I'm going to keep going. Again, the technical, calculatable, the quantitative reason is I'm at 30% ETF, so I want to keep going to get that to 50%, but I just want to keep investing now as much as I can. So that's what I'm doing. And then that drip is just going to get even bigger. So when I turn off the switch of investing, maybe I do it for a year or two where I just let drip do its thing. I think magic is going to happen. And, I want you guys to also experience this. So if you're listening out there, look at your budget, look at your income, see what you can do, see if you can cut an expense, reduce an expense, delay an expense, and just put some money into the market, guys. Just you got to do it. Just so your future self can say, that was the right thing to do, or thanks for watching, Lanny's video to help you guys get there. So let me know what your guys' take is on crossing this threshold. What goals do you have set, and where are you at? Is there anything I can help put out there to help you on that journey as well? Give me some feedback too on what I should also do next from your opinion and viewpoint, guys. Like the video, subscribe to this channel. Thanks for walking with me, and I'll catch you on the next one.